What's up guys, welcome to Blake's Garage. Today I'm bringing to you the Evolution Power Tools. I got the new Evolution chop saw. They call this one their multi-material cutting 10-inch dual bevel sliding miter saw. This thing is awesome. Now let me show you why. If you've never heard of Evolution Power Tools before, the main thing they focus on is cutting different materials. So what's really cool, and we'll see when we pull this out, but the guard and everything, it's set up to cut steel, aluminum, copper, wood, wood with nails in it, PVC, whatever you got with the same blade, and it absolutely rips through the stuff. Now also, along with that, we got the cool miter saw stand. So let's go ahead and bust this stuff open. And it looks like there is a limited warranty on this of 3 years, which is cool. I have their chop saw for metal. Just like, it's a metal chop saw, it's right over here. I love that thing, it rips through stuff. I just picked up this new Benchmade. Oh yeah, this knife is absolutely sick. What is this one? This is the 15017. It's a little like skinning hunting knife, S90V steel. Oh yeah, the thing's sick. We'll just rip through this tape real quick. I don't want to dull this thing, but you know, gotta use it for something. Check out the sick sheath it came with too. I'm into it. First off, we got the sliding portion of the saw. So it looks like we'll be putting this thing together. We got a couple little nuts and screws that I'm sure we'll be putting together as well. Looks like a vacuum suction piece. Instructions are on top, so that's great. A couple other little pieces right here. I'll just throw this stuff to the side. It's got that nice handle on the end. This feels strong too. Okay, you can see I can squeeze that in between, but these reels feel nice and solid. And the handle here, it feels like some real durable ABS plastic, so it doesn't feel cheap, let's put it that way. And this feels pretty heavy. Got our little like setup with all the stuff. Okay, this is where you can store, looks like an extra blade. Got a little clamp situation going on. A couple more little, I don't know, clampy looking plastic pieces right here. So we'll use those. They feel good. Pull this off.
Get to the guts.
All right, here is what makes it happen. The Evolution Power Tools blade. These things are awesome. So you can cut steel, aluminum, wood, and plastic with this blade. And I'm telling you, this thing, I mean, I haven't used this one yet, but the chop saw, the 10-inch, what do I have? The 12-inch or is it 14-inch? Maybe it's a 14-inch chop saw that I have. That thing absolutely eats steel, which is awesome. Most of the time I'm doing stuff with steel, but I needed this because I'm gonna be remodeling my kitchen and I'm gonna need something to cut some stuff. Hopefully I'll grab the table saw from them too, because we're gonna need that as well. So this feels nice, nice quality, heavy unit. Power feels good. There's a little power button right here, on off. Yeah, feels nice. There's the base. To do this thing justice and how I want to set it up, we're gonna go ahead and put it on this guy right here. So they have a nice little table where you're able to like extend your wood and all that stuff. They call this guy just the miter saw stand. So I'll go ahead and open this one up too. We got the quick connects, right? So that's the main part we're gonna mount underneath there. Boom, quick connect it in. So I need to get another set of these little guys for the chop saw, because that'll just be awesome in the future. I guess I can transfer them over, but I'd like to get a second set. That way everything just kind of clicks together and just it makes it easy. All right, here's the little rollers for material. So you got those. The other thing with the Evolution Power Tools stuff is, honestly, the price point is pretty damn good for these. I think this one's right around $500 for both these items, you know, which is pretty comparable to a lot of the other stuff, but it's not insane. And you know, a lot of those other tools, if you're gonna be cutting steel and stuff like that, you're gonna need a second tool, because it doesn't have like a way to really arrest sparks and stuff like that. Where this one, you can see here, this is designed and it's steel where a lot will be plastic, and you know, this can handle all those sparks flying and all that stuff. Hardware pack. let's see how this works. I like to give you guys kind of a first unboxing, first impressions. I don't really like to read the instructions right away or anything like that, just so I can kind of show you. It looks like a pin right here. So this folds up. There's a little pin right here. You just press that and you can undo the legs. Yeah, so check this out. So I'm upside down. Pop that. Boom. You literally just press that in, and then the leg will just boop, pops up and unfolds, which is cool. It doesn't have to come with the stand. It looks like you can buy the saw individually too, but you know, they give you the option for something cool like this. I recommend to get it, especially if it's a deal at the time. These things kind of just sit on here, and then we're gonna put those new screws in, and then the rollers will kind of just go in just like that. As far as these little spinning wheels go for the adjustment, they'll just go on there, and then you can literally just move these. Oh, and what's nice, it has a little plate actually that distributes the load. So if you are wondering, in there, it actually has a little piece of metal, so it's not just set screwing right in there. So that is kind of nice actually. It has this little piece that it goes against, this little tab, so it's not marring up the piece. That is actually a great design, so they really thought that out. That's cool. Just like this, boom, and then yeah, that goes down. This is the other saw I'm speaking of. This thing is absolutely amazing. If you guys have used like abrasive metal cutting saws, they take forever. They shoot sparks everywhere and all that. This thing absolutely rips. It just cuts through stuff just like wood. It's a cold saw. I mean, you can literally touch the material after. I'll show you with this one once we get this set up, but dude, it is freaking sick. Like I said, I want kind of the first impression. So here is the base here, and we do have kind of the screw holes, and then I can move this over, put that on there. So they slot in the little groove down below. So put the bolt up, washer, where does the washer go? I guess in between. Oh, and then some wing nuts and some bolts. Ah, little washers, that's what we're looking for. That is cool. They give you a decent assortment of stuff. A little wing nut and all that. It has a little capture for the nut, which is super cool. So we're gonna be able to do that. And then really can't run any washers on this because of the way it slides. But basically gonna slide this up from the bottom and then get that on there, I guess. Actually, geez, I don't 100% know, because how do I tighten that, you know? How do I tighten this if it's a carriage bolt? Anyways, let's find out. I'm gonna check the directions, but I think I found the first fail of this particular item. So from what I see, we have a carriage bolt down below, which makes sense to me because it'd be slotted in this kind of area that looks slotted, right? So we would kind of put our carriage bolt like this and let the carriage bolt ride. Now, not to say this isn't cool, because I do think it's cool. It has a bolt capture or nut capture right here. Well, if you do that and then you do this, how do you tighten that? You can't technically tighten that because this is a carriage bolt and the carriage bolt doesn't spin, right? So I'm gonna look in the instructions, make sure I didn't skip something, but there's a chance that you might have to go out and get some hardware and actually put a bolt in here. So from the top, right, let the bolt head fit in the hole, and then put your washer, lock washer, whatever. You know, I could even use this little spinny wing nut and that sort of thing, and that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, it's just not the proper bolt for the hole, so kind of a bummer there. Seems like a pretty straightforward assembly. Feels pretty good. Pin, cool. Let's see if this comes in clutch. I did pick this up at Harbor Freight, and I got a couple bolts right here. I like picking up these little packs because, well, every once in a while it gets you out of a jam, which is cool. And I think it'll work. just because it's what I got, and that way I don't have to go to the hardware store. Obviously, you can find the appropriate hardware, and hopefully, seeing this video, they know to make the change. And then again, I still need to read. Like maybe I don't think I'm screwing up, but little nut and bolt pack from Harbor Freight. When I'm gonna grab my ratcheting wrench, I'll throw it in there, draw out the other 4. We'll be good to go and mount it up on the stand. You gotta install the knob for the miter table on the end here. It does have nice locking increments. You can also, you know, dial it in to those in between degrees, but it hits at 22.5, 15, 0, has a notch for 45 and 50. Also does the same stuff going the other direction, so that's cool. You do have to install this little guy right here as well. These do move. The fence is up here to do. There's this clamp that's adjustable right here, which is cool. It's got the little thumb spot, so you can kind of quick move that and all that stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and plug this thing in. We'll just rip some Trek stacks. I'm gonna put my hand on this thing, hold it, not chop my fingers off. You see, that's some Trek stacks, looking good. Or this is kind of just some plastic, right? Let's cut a piece of threaded material. Let's try that out. Threaded rod. All right, so should this be hot? It's not hot. That's what's insane. That's what's really, really impressive. Look, leave my finger on there, it's whatever. Look it, my skin is not melted off. Super cool. It really cuts. It cuts the material, which is insane. This right here is a 1/2 inch piece of steel, okay? Just like the other stuff. I mean, literally, I'm gonna hold it right here. We're gonna rip through that. Boom. Look at that. It's freaking crazy. Yeah, it's not even hot. This is why I'm telling you this thing's cool. The blade is just, it's amazing. It's amazing on this stuff. So you can cut steel. I mean, here, let's, I don't know. I thought I had a piece of wood. Yeah, I got a piece of wood. There's a couple, I got a couple nails in it right here. We'll just rip the piece of wood. Okay, still a couple nails that I've driven into the wood, just to show you that you can use, you know, different multimedias in this thing. And it's not a big deal. And it cut the wood very nice. We got the laser and all that stuff. Yeah, man, freaking Evolution power tools. So I'm gonna be using this, like I said, more in the future. In my videos, I'm redoing my kitchen. So for some of the end plates, I will be some of the trimming and like crown molding and that sort of stuff. That's what I'll be using this for. But I wanted to show you guys the tool because I think it's really cool. Definitely does not have the power that this guy over here has. That thing's got the torque for steel and all that. Like that thing just rips through. This one, not as much torque. But then again, this is more of, you know, your little fine, accurate finish work type thing, where that is like busting stuff out. So anyways, overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. Clamping, I'm gonna have to figure out something else for the clamp, or just work with larger material. It looks like when you get a little bit smaller material, you may run into some snags with that because, you know, of kind of how you could clamp that up, or you just have to put it with your hand, which literally it says, do not put your hand here for obvious reasons. But yeah, it worked out pretty well. Finger's still attached. So I hope you guys liked the video. I'll leave a link down to the product down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Later, and wrench on.